guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Brock. Let's get right into it. We are going to talk about the stock market. So we're going to dive into a little bit of technical analysis and then also look at the Dixie, why it's important. And the Dixie is basically the US dollar index and the value of that US dollar. So it's currently at 102.39. As you can see, topped out about 102.72 on the 3rd, but it didn't close, so it's struggling at this level. And at the bottom here, I believe this was December 27th, it was about 162. So it's really important to look at the US dollar on a daily basis. Also the VIX, which is the volatility index. We'll dive into that another time. But I'm really explaining why the US dollar is important to look at and also look at the chart daily, because it really does have an inverse correlation at this time with the stock market. So if we go to the SPY, which is the top 500 companies, you can also look. So around the same time, December 27th, you can see that's when it topped out. The SPY topped out about 477.50 or so, and it's been dropping ever since that top. And then when we go back to the US dollar, it bottomed at that same day. So you can clearly see the inverse correlation. So usually when the dollar index is rising, the SPY is going to be falling. Also, look at the technology. QQQ is a mutual fund with all the top technology stocks. You can look up the holdings on Google, but it has all the main technology stocks. But yeah, basically the same thing with, go to December 20. Let's zoom in a little bit. This is a 12-hour time frame. Let me go to the daily. Sorry about that. But yeah, so if we go to December 27th, it's not the absolute high, but a day later it started falling. So it's really important to look at the US dollar index, also the 10-year yield, which is a bond, US government bond. You can also kind of see the same thing. Ever since the 27th, we bottomed and we've been rising ever since. And usually when we go into, usually when we go into oversold territory, we'll get a bounce. So that's sometimes I'll do those short-term trades with when it's oversold like that. But you never want to fight the trend. So something like this, I would not touch. But yeah, just diving back into the US dollar index. This is something, if you're going to be in the stock market and you're going to be actively trading or investing, you can get a good idea of when it's a good time to buy. And right now is a little bit on thin ice because there's been selling throughout this first week. A lot of people didn't want the taxes due in April, which is why they waited till January to sell, because now they don't have to pay till 2025 for those gains that they made. A lot of the top 7 stocks, which is like Tesla, Amazon, Google, Meta, Nvidia, all those stocks have been on a run throughout 2023. And that's the main reason why SPY was positive last year. So yeah, when you're looking at that US dollar index, it's really important to also look at the SPY. And as you can see, the SPY has been dropping. So, and just going on Google, you can see the dollar has an inverse correlation. Strong dollar good for stocks. May hurt stocks, also makes bargain for you. So I'm not really into Forex trading or anything like that, but I do keep an eye on the value of the US dollar. So that's something super important to me and my trading and being in the stock market. And I believe that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching and hope you have a good night.